Welcome back, guys. Right, in this episode I'm going to refit the fuel tank, new hoses, new seals, new hose clips, the lot. But first off, I'm going to refurbish the fuel neck. So I'm going to start by taking that off. Right, fuel neck is bolted through here with 3 Phillips screws. Nice and easy. Obviously the breather is already disconnected from the tank's off. So in theory I take these 3 screws out, I think there's a little bracket on the bottom, that should all drop out. Right, I'm going to start by using a really good quality vacuum screwdriver. It makes the job so much easier. So, firm pressure. There's 1. 2. And 3. And that is the fuel filler neck out. Nice and easy. Right, she's clean and ready for paint. Right guys, she's now X-primed. Let that dry and then we'll be on to the gloss. Right guys, while the paint's drying, I'll just reattach this wing. So super easy, a couple of 10mm Acme screws in there. I think there's 6 across the top, 1 at the bottom and then 2 on the inside behind the interior panel. Right, she's glossed, it's all dry, now we're ready to rebuild. Right guys, it's been a few days since I last done some filming. The main reason for that is I've been waiting for parts. So new seal for the tank's come, some new hoses and some Jubilee clips, which is perfect. So now we're ready to rebuild it. While I've been waiting for the parts to arrive, I have made a cheeky little number plate sign to go on the back for when I go racing. So I'm just going to stick this over the rear number plate. Bit cheesy, I know, but I quite like it. So I'm going to continue putting the tank on now. Right, before I put the fuel pump back in tank, I wanted to just repair this wiring. So it was crimped originally, I didn't like it, so now I'm going to solder it. So I'm going to wrap these 2 together. So I'm going to solder and then use a bit of heat shrink. So heat shrink on, lighter, and there we go, nice connection. Right, all done. Fuel pump's now ready to go in. I've got a new gasket and I've put the bolts in. So, just a case of slotting it in and tightening it up. Now with these, you don't want to over tighten them. A lot of people think that you want to really clamp it down and you don't. If you do that, you end up squishing the gasket, ruining the this press finish, and you're more likely for it to leak. So I don't know what the torque setting will be, but it'll be very low. So it kind of wants to be nipped, and that's about it. Right, I would say that was just nipped. So I'm now going to add the fuel filter and fuel hose. This is a fairly new bit of fuel hose, but I'm going to add some new clips. I'm not happy with the clips, so that's the next job. These are stainless steel fuel clips. Bought them off eBay, they're fairly cheap, but they work well. It's a proper fuel pipe clip rather than a Jubilee clip. These clamp a lot better for smaller pipes, so I'd recommend them. And I'd always use a hexagon screwdriver to do it up, so basically a socket on the end of the screwdriver shaft. Perfect. Next job. I think originally this would have had some bitumen strips on it as like an anti-vibration and to stop it rattling against the floor. This doesn't have. I've got a coarser tank. What it does, it's got some foam pads across the top, so I'm going to use a little bit of bitumen sheeting, just go over the top and hopefully absorb a little bit of noise and stop it rattling against the bodywork. Not that it really did, but you know, I think it'd be better. So I've literally just cut a little bit of bitumen flash band. Is what they basically use for joining roofs. So it's to replace lead flashing essentially. It's a little bit of a bodgy stuff, but it works all right. So I've got some, so I'm literally just going to stick a bit on the top. And as they say, every little helps. Now that's done, I am ready to put the tank up. Right, so I'm going to awkwardly slide the tank in on its side, like so. get it something like, and then I'll start connecting the fuel hoses up. The first thing you need to do is connect the breather from memory, or route the breather through the chassis leg, because there's a hole in the chassis leg. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll lift the tank up. Right, breather's gone through the chassis leg. Now it is literally just time to lift the tank into place. I've still got the fuel neck off, so that will make it easier. Obviously just got a clip of the fuel pump in, connect the wires up. That is done. So that is one of the tank straps on. Right, a little bit awkward, but the breather pipe's gone through the chassis leg fully, tank's in position. And now put the other tank strap on. I can attach the fuel sender plug. And we're kind of plain sailing from here. Right, I'm going to replace the crap clips on the fuel return because I'm not happy with them. Replace them for the new ones I've bought. Right, new clips fitted. Case of rebuilding. Right, beautiful. So exactly the same on this one. This is a fuel feed. I'm going to get rid of the crap, put new stuff on, and then we know it's going to be reliable. So it is a little bit awkward to get the fuel neck in with the wheel on, but it can be done. Yes, I could have taken the wheel off, I was just being lazy. Now I know you can't see a lot in this video, guys. I do apologise, it's probably not the best content, but it's an essential job and we need to do it. And hopefully somebody may, I don't know, learn how to change the tank because of it. Maybe not, but anyway, that's tight. We now need to connect the bottom bit. So as you can see, lines up pretty well. Just going to be the case of making it fit perfectly, like that, and then tighten up the clips. Right, fuel neck's now secure. It's just a case of I'm going to cable tie the fuel filter back up now, and we're done. Right guys, now that is the tank done. Next job is to fill it with petrol. So I've been to Tesco and I've got their finest Momentum fuel. I'm going to stick a bit in and check for leaks. Hopefully there is no leaks, because at the minute fuel in the UK is very expensive. This is £1.65 a litre. Right, she's back together. There's no fuel leaks that we can see, so I'm going to start it up and run it up to temperature. It's rattling a bit because it's been stood for 1.5 years. It's done this before. It's just a lifter, a little bit of use, get it up to temperature, the rattling will go. I'm going to put fresh oil in it, fresh coolant, and it's going to be good for racing. Right guys, I think that's a really convenient place to end today's video. As you can see, the engine's inside, the vehicle's now running. I'm really pleased with it so far. A little bit more work and we're going to be ready for racing. So once again, if you like what you see, please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned guys, bye bye.